England. The introduction to every episode, Sydney is another wheelie lady, if y'all don't know. Do you mind me referring to as that, by the way? I call myself a wheelie lady, and I don't want to offend other wheelie people members by, like, calling them a wheelie person. I don't mean it negatively, like, wheelie gang. I'm a wheelie lady. But we're talking about starting a podcast, and I'm Sydney, I'm Maya, and this is how we roll. I love that. That'd be so cute. We need to make that happen. I would love that. The Wheelie Gang podcast. Doctors are super dismissive. Yes, if you're having issues with your doctor, like if you go in and you're like, hey, like, I'm pretty sure I'm having a heart attack, and they're like, we're not going to run any tests. Ask them to document that. If a doctor ever refuses to run tests, if a doctor denies your symptoms or doesn't take you seriously, ask them to put that in your chart. Have them put in writing why they denied the test. Have them put in writing why they're ignoring your symptoms and saying that you don't actually have any of those symptoms. And like that way the doctor is like, oh wait, hold on a second, this is in writing, this is documented, let me actually like do my job and order you those tests. That will happen sometimes. Or they will stand by their stupidity and their ignorance, and unfortunately, hopefully you'll be able to get a second opinion. Unfortunately, second opinions aren't always an option, but if you can and they finally get an answer, that first doctor is going to be in trouble. But also, like, it's not about getting your doctors in trouble. It's about getting the healthcare that you deserve, and asking them to put everything in writing and document everything like that can help you get a diagnosis. In addition to that, unfortunately, if you can have a white person or a male in the room with you when you're seeing a doctor to help advocate for you, they're going to be more likely to take you seriously as well, which really sucks, but that's true. Sorry. That's why I keep dismissing your girlfriend, because because someday she can walk. It's so frustrating because like disability is dynamic. Like what someone experiences or needs can change from day to day. Some people can run one day and they're bedridden the next. Some people can walk with a cane and then the next day they can't walk at all. Some people can be completely independent one day and then the next day they need a personal care attendant for every single task throughout the day. It like disability can change and doesn't have to look the same every single day. And that's so frustrating because people won't take you seriously. They'll say you're faking it, or they won't want to supply the supports that you actually need for when you need them. Or doctors will just be like, oh, well, you're not actually disabled enough. Like you need to be constantly sick. You need to be miserable all of the time to be technically disabled. I feel like that's the air that they give. It's not true. There's no cutoff or definition for what disability actually is. Like if you are disabled, you are disabled. Like you don't have to pass a certain level of dysfunction to finally be dysfunctional enough to be considered disabled. It's I don't know, it's like one really frustrating thing because like with chronic illnesses, not everyone with a chronic illness identifies with the term disabled, and that is completely up to you if you're chronically ill, if you consider yourself disabled or not. But like for my friend who has Crohn's disease, he'll have days where he cannot leave the bathroom. Like Crohn's disease is what's the word? Digestive issue. Like I think someone tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Crohn's disease falls under the category of irritable bowel syndrome. This could be wrong. I don't want to spread medical misinformation, but he'll have days where he can't leave the bathroom, and that is disabling for him. Like he literally cannot do anything but sit on the toilet in pain. Like how is that not a disability? Like more often than not, he has good days where he can go out, he hikes, he's active, he goes to the gym, he goes to his classes, but he can't do that every single day because that happens. Like, is that, like, when do you make that cutoff? When do you say, like, it's up to him whether or not he uses that term disabled. It's up to him whether or not he calls it that. But, like, people try to exclude certain individuals from being disabled. Thank you for the roses. Because they're not disabled enough. Oh my God, this also pisses me off. There's this girl that I found her account. I don't know. I forget who she is. I wish I could tell you her name. But people in her comments, so she uses a walker, forearm crutches, and a cane. Like those are her mobility aids. So she's ambulatory, but she needs mobility aids to be ambulatory, but she's ambulatory. And people were telling her not to use her crutches, not to use her cane, not to use her walker on social media because she might make wheelchair users feel bad. What? What? Like, any of my wheelie gang members in here, would you ever be offended by someone using a mobility aid different than yours? Like, I would never look at someone with a cane and be like, oh my god, you only have to use a cane? Like, that makes me feel so sad. I wish I could use a cane instead of my wheelchair. Like, you're making me feel bad by using your cane. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. I see someone with a cane and I'm like, cool. If it's a pretty cane, I'm like, that's a pretty cane. Like, use what you need to get around. Like, that, I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Like, why are people so judgmental and restrictive on other people's bodies and other people's needs and other people's abilities? People who are living with whatever disability or condition they have, they know what they can do. Okay, I don't always know what I can do. Sometimes I have to learn the hard way. But for the most part, we know what we can do. We know our limits, we know our abilities, and we know what we need. We don't always, like, sometimes we need help figuring that out. But, like, if a disabled person is like, hey, I need this, they need it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh my gosh, you're on doctor number 5. It gets so draining and so exhausting. I'm on like opinion number 8, 9, 10 right now. So many opinions. Oh my goodness, I missed so many things. I'm sorry. Okay. Yo, shout out to Kunda Masunda. I hope you're still here and you're able to hear it. And I also hope that I pronounced your name right. Hello, and welcome. You walk with a cane. Heck yes. I'm glad that you can walk with a cane and that a cane helps you. That's beautiful. You should use it on whenever you need it and whenever it makes your life easier or whenever it makes things better for you. Like, if something reduces your pain, makes your life easier, gives you more freedom and mobility, like, why shouldn't you use it? Why, like, what reason is there against that? Like, it's not like there's a limited supply of wheelchairs. It's not like you using a wheelchair will take away a wheelchair from me. Like, unless you actually don't need it. Like, okay, if you really, really don't need a wheelchair and you, like, sneak one from an organization that donates them, don't do that. You're shitty. Stop. But, like, using a mobility aid because it makes your life better, that's what they're for. That's all they're for. It's literally just to make things easier, better, less painful. That's it. I'm good, thank you, Notorious Joe. I'm having a good day, and I hope you are too. I hope everyone here is. Oh wait. A patient healed is a customer lost, so the system loves that we're dependent on it. Yes, and another thing with that too, like, there are systems in place where, like, they actually don't want you to get better. Like, I've heard some scary things about drug companies and stuff like that. But also, like, the system was not designed for people to stay sick, to stay ill, to have ongoing issues. Like, you're supposed to have a cut, a broken leg, an infection, go in, take some antibiotics, get a cast, get a Band-Aid, and leave. Like, that's it. That's all they want. Like, a one and done, come, go, never come back. We don't want to have to deal with you. We don't want to have to care about you. We don't want to have to do follow-up care because we don't want to have to care. And it sucks. Like, if you have anything ongoing, it really does suck. Like, with my grandmother, this pisses me off so much. She usually gets calls a week before her appointment, and then the day before, and then the morning of, to help her remember to go to her appointments, because she's old. She has issues with memory, as a lot of elderly people do. And she missed one of her appointments somehow. I don't know what happened, but it happens. And they didn't call her. Instead, 2 weeks later, when she went to pick up her medications, all of them had been canceled. All of them. And she wasn't able to get her meds without going back and seeing this doctor. And it's like, this is my grandmother. This is an elderly person who has poor memory, who has significant health issues with medications that she needs. And, like, she also can't drive. And so getting to an appointment is a lot more difficult because, like, first you have to schedule it. Okay, sure, that can also be a pain in the ass. But then she has to find rides and all of that stuff to get there safely. Like, the system does not care. The system is not invested. And, like, for someone like myself who has better memory at this moment in time, I can be a lot more on top of my healthcare. Like, my doctor's office yesterday literally told me that if I don't hear back from them in a few days, I should call them back. Why is that even a thing? Like, why don't you just have notes in your system, reminders in your system, be like, hey, did we do this thing for this patient yet? This thing for this patient hasn't been done yet. Someone needs to do this thing for this patient. Like, why is it my responsibility? Why is it my grandmother's responsibility to make sure you guys are doing your jobs? Yes, okay, she did miss her appointment. Like, that is a bit more on the patient. But also, like, they canceled her medications without telling her. And they totally could have told her that. Like, they could have called her like, hey, you missed your appointment today. Just so you know, you need to see us again before we can give you your medications. Like, I feel like that's not too much to ask, right? Like, some days I can do 15 TikToks and some days you struggle even making one. Yes, that is so me. The other day I made like 15 TikToks and like I kept a lot of them in my drafts so that way I can post them on the days when I can't get out of bed. So like I forget, I don't know. There were 2 days where I was wearing a blue tank top for all of my posts, and that's because I couldn't record that day, and so I just posted old things. Disability is flexible. You have to get someone who is serious about you and take good care of you. Yes, if you can find a doctor that you feel comfortable with, that you trust, that you respect, that respects you, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Unfortunately, that's not always a possibility, not always an option to get a new doctor, which is also super shitty because like insurance companies restricting where people can go, like, oh, like that doctor is outside of our system. It limits people so much. 13 different doctors. Goodness gracious. That's a lot. Not surprising, unfortunately, though. I'm 20 and I will be 21 in August. I'm a Leo, baby. Okay, it just updated everything. Damn. To the people who want to whitewash me, fuck you. That's racist and disgusting. I'm looking forward to my summer tan. Bring on the sun, actually. Oh, I can't show you. My pants are too tight. I tanned so quickly though. I sat outside for like 20-30 minutes yesterday and I had my compression socks on that went up to my knees, and now there's like a tan line ring around my knees. It's cute. It's really hot. But this summer I'll probably be wearing my compression socks the whole summer anyways. So like even if I do get really bad tan lines, I'll be wearing my socks so no one can see that. So whatever. I'm the only one who knows. Hold on a second, sorry. Sorry, I'm Sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of this gross human. Okay, did I find out what type of dog I'm gonna get? So this program that I'm going through, they have labs, retrievers, poodles, and labradoodles. Those are the 4 options. So my boyfriend and my dad and my brother are all allergic to dogs, not severe allergies. So that's why it's still okay for me to get a dog. But I want a hypoallergenic dog so that way their symptoms are less miserable, because like allergies are not fun, and having to take meds for allergies all the time is also not fun. So I will either be getting a poodle or a labradoodle, whichever type of dog is available and the best fit for me. Thank you for the roses. So the things that they consider when they're matching a handler to a service dog, the breed of the dog is honestly one of the least important things. The first thing that you want to look at, is this dog going to be doing mobility work? Are they a mobility assistance dog? Will they be taking weight from their handler? Will they be physically helping the handler? If so, they need to be large enough to perform those tasks. So I am a 5'7" adult woman. If you gave me a 40-pound service dog to do mobility assistance with, to like brace and to like use to like get up off the floor, I would hurt that dog. That would not be safe. That would not be okay. And you never, ever, ever want to harm an animal, especially a service dog, because like you want them to stay healthy and be able to help you and take care of you for as long as they can. So for that, you need to have a dog that is large enough, a large enough breed, and able to take that kind of work. The second thing that's really important to consider is the dog's personality. Are they super hyper and active and constantly go, go, go? Like, do they need to be walking all the time? Do they need to be matched with someone who has a really, really active lifestyle? Or are they a bit more quiet, relaxed dog? Like, they still like to play, because like dogs always love to play, but they're more of a calm, quiet type of dog. You would match someone like me with a dog like that more than a hyper dog, because like, say you have an not able-bodied person, sorry, everyone who has a service dog is disabled. But say you have a seizure alert dog for someone who has no mobility restrictions. They can run, they can walk, they can hike mountains. You're going to give an active service dog to someone like that compared to me, because that person can take them on hikes, can go for long walks, and will be more active than I will be. And you want to have a dog match the person's lifestyle so the dog can fully enjoy their life as well. So with me, having a bit more of a quiet, relaxed pup will be good, because I have days where I can't get out of bed, I'm stuck inside, I can't really do much. I could only really take them for short walks. And again, like, you need a dog that will be comfortable with that lifestyle. One nice thing about my apartment and me being sick is that there is enough space for a dog to play in here. So that can still be one form of exercise. And then also my boyfriend and my mom have all agreed to help out with the dog if there is ever a chance that I personally can't manage their care on my own. So yes, with my disabilities, I do struggle in doing things, can't always do all the things that I need to do. But when I have this service dog, it will never be neglected. There will always be someone there to help in the chance that I personally am unable to do the care myself. So yeah, when you're matching a service dog, the size for the work and then personality to maintain a healthy relationship are priorities. Your wheelchair is a lifesaver. It helps you do better and be better. Heck yes. And I love that for you. And that's why we gotta love mobility aids. Okay, inflammatory bowel disease. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. My birthday is in August 9th. Sorry, my face is like so close. I'm like, hello. I'm waiting for it to load. Loading. Or did it load and I just missed everything? That could have also happened. Sorry, it said that it was gonna load, but then it didn't load, so I don't know if it's loading anything, and I don't know if you guys are saying things, and I'm just missing it. Okay, it loaded. I am biracial. I'm African American and European. I'm also adopted, and I'm from New England. Thank you. In my head, I'm still tripping over all of my words, and I definitely have times where I just say the complete wrong words. The more tired I get, the harder it is for me to talk to. I get more brain fog. I don't know how to describe it, but my sentences become a lot less coherent. United American, you can go to any doctor you want, even choose the doctors. Is United American an insurance company? I haven't heard of them. By the way, anyone who's in here, I am currently working on a website where I want to create a database of all the resources available to disabled people that are there. There's just so many different things that are healthcare related, that are health insurance related, that go through government systems, and those can be difficult to navigate and hard to access. So I need a second. I try talking through those. I don't know what they are, but sometimes I just need to stop and chill and let it pass. So it can be hard for people to access the things that already exist in the systems that are set in place, but also those systems fail people all the time. It's failed me hundreds of times already, and I know hundreds of stories for other people where they get failed by the system. And what's nice is that there are other organizations available, like the American Cancer Association, there's the Lou Gehrig's Disease Association, there's things for specific diagnoses that are available to people with those diagnoses, which is amazing. And then there's other programs, like every state has like a council for assistive technology, words, or like durable medical equipment programs to help people get medical equipment when their insurance companies won't cover it or when they can't get it fast enough. And so I want to make a database of all those different types of resources and put them all online where it's easy for people to find. Like if you're deaf and you need hearing aids and your insurance company won't cover hearing aids and you can't afford them, I want you to be able to go onto my site and type in hearing aids, like how to get hearing aids if you through alternative means, and just make it easier for people to find stuff. Because like how I got my home health aid, I learned about that program from a friend. Like I told my doctor, I need help, I can't function, I can't do all these things. She knew that I would go days without showering for months. Like she knew that I would go days without eating for months because I couldn't take care of myself. She knew that. She knew how bad my inability to take care of myself was, and she didn't do anything or help me with anything. And then eventually a friend told me about how she got her personal care attendants through this one program that also gives home health aides. And I went to her and I was like, hey, this program. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. You should do that. And I was like, really? Like, this is how it's gonna go? Like, I have to find this important stuff on my own like that? Like, what? I am so lucky that my friend told me about it, that I had a friend who knew about it, that was able to tell me about it. Like, it's ridiculous that that is how I found out. That should not be the case. And so I want to have a website with a database with all those different types of resources, so that way disabled people can help themselves, because the system isn't doing it for us. It's not doing nearly enough. So the point of all of this, if you have any resources, if there's anything that you've used that has been helpful for you, if you could DM it to me instead of putting it in the chat, put it in the chat or DM it, preferably DM it. I want to add it to the site because I can only do so much research and I'm only aware of so many issues. Like, I don't know the extent of the needs for all of the disabilities and all of the different options that are available. So if there's things that you'd like to see on the website, like if there are different resources that you're trying to find but you haven't been able to find, or if there's anything that you do already know about, please DM them to me. I want this to be as inclusive and comprehensible as possible, and I definitely cannot do it alone. You started saving drafts because I did it. It used to be really inconsistent before. Yes. If you have any issues with spoons or like being able to post every single day, save your drafts. Like even if you do a dance that like you decide you don't really want to post and you're not really feeling it, it might come in handy someday. Or like for me, like if I'm feeling good, I'll like record a lot of videos that I'm proud of, that I feel good about, and I'll be like, okay, like I'm actually gonna intentionally hold this back so I can post it later. Like actually one of the videos that I posted today was from a while ago, but hey, whatever, I do that and I'm open about it, so it's okay. 28 different doctors, dang, that's a lot. That is a lot. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. Oh goodness, I missed so many. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I got a lot to think of today. Ooh, in 1 hour, I will be having my finalization phone call with the service dog people. I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. Just so excited. I'm not single. I have a boyfriend. Doctors don't care about anything they didn't learn in medical school. Yes, I agree with this. Yeah, I don't trust doctors unless you really show me that you're a good doctor, that you're a respectable person, that you are invested in the health of your patients, and that you actually care. I don't respect you. I used to inherently respect doctors. It's like, oh my gosh, you're a doctor. You went to medical school. Like, that's amazing. Like, you did so much. I respect you so much. You're such a smart person. You're a doctor. You help people. You care about people. That's not an inherent part of being a doctor. That's not an inherent part of being a nurse. I'm sorry to any nurses who are in here, but nurses are some of the worst people I've ever met. They're also some of the most amazing people. My aunt is a nurse, and she was literally dying for the nursing home that she worked at. She got COVID and they were trying to force her to work while she was still symptomatic and while she was still positive because they were so understaffed. And like she stayed at that place. She didn't work when she had COVID, by the way. She would never do that to her patients. But like she would work 16-hour shifts back to back to back to back to back. Like she did everything. Like she loves her patients. But So like there are people like that. There are nurses like that, and major respect to those people. Major respect to the healthcare professionals that actually care and are invested. But so many of the nurses that I've personally had, I've had nurses swear at me. I'm not a rude, inconsiderate person. I avoid confrontation at all costs. Like I never give people reasons to swear at me. Like I was so shocked and taken aback by that. I've had so many horrible experiences with nurses as a patient, but I also used to work as a nurse's aide. I used to work in a nursing home, and some of the nurses that I worked with would complain about the patients for complaining about their pain, right? So like you have elderly people who can't move, who have stiff joints, achy bones, achy muscles, who knows what else. And then I also worked on a rehab floor where you have patients with broken bones, with surgical sites, with whatever, like it's a rehab facility. And of course these people are going to be in pain, and they're going to need help, and they're going to need treatment. And the nurses would complain if they talked about their pain too much. It's like they're trapped in this room with no one here and nothing to do. Like, have a little bit of decency and respect. It's infuriating. You just got I'ma roll with it. Ayy. Roll with me, guys. Let's roll with it. My morning's been going pretty well, honestly. This has been a really fun live. I have my hair done, so I don't have to worry about it for the next few days. I was honestly a bit stressed about having to do my hair, and I'm glad that I don't have to. Ooh, okay, wait, actually, I'm gonna go get my head wrap for today. I'm wearing these greenish pants, and so I have the perfect head wrap for it, I think. I don't know. We're gonna see if it's a color clash. I hope that it's not. Oh wait, I have two. I forgot this one existed. Oh my gosh, wait, there might be a change of plans. I'm trying to collect more and more head wraps because they're just so convenient for my hair and like keep my hair looking nice without having to actually do my hair. So I'm gonna try and get more for more outfits. But I have this one. I want your help picking. So I have this one to go with the outfit. I think I'm feeling this one a bit more actually, because I feel like that just goes better. And then I have this one, which is a bit more of an intense color. But this also works. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this one more actually. I don't know, guys. Okay, tell me. What do you think? What's the verdict? Sorry. My eye. Oh wait, are you talking about that thing? That is a thing that I have. I hope you have a splendid weekend as well. I hope everyone in here has a splendid weekend. The second one is the second one, the darker one. One vote on the first one, 2 votes for the second one. I think I'm gonna go with the second one. I think that's the vote. Hello from Nashville. Welcome, welcome. Cowabunga. Your friend got COVID from her home nurse. That is disgusting and horrifying. And honestly, so I had a lot of issues getting a home health aide. It was really hard for me to find someone that was able and willing to do it because the agencies around me are already completely booked. But there is a nursing program at my school, but they're all like undergraduate, freshmen, sophomores. Like those students in the nursing program are commonly used in nurses aid programs and home health aid programs. And so I did have the option of reaching out to my school and being like, hey, like, do you have any undergrads in the nursing program that would be willing to be my home health aide? But I didn't want to work with them because I do go to a kind of party school. It's a good school, it's good for academics, but it's also a party school. And a lot of the nurses like to party at my school. And I would not have trusted those undergraduate students to keep me safe from COVID. Like, so many people in my town have just been partying and doing crazy things with a freaking pandemic going on. And honestly, I don't have an inherent respect for healthcare professionals anymore. Like, I won't trust you to keep me safe from COVID. You're gonna have to go out of your way to show me that you're a good one. Like, I've seen people posting on TikTok videos and images of nurses and medical professionals trying to fake vaccination cards. medical professionals faking vaccination cards. I don't have words for that. I really don't. There's a lot of places that try and force medical workers to work while having COVID. This is awful. Has anyone ever told me I have beautiful ears? I think that's a first. Thank you. Today is one of those posting draft days. I hope that your spoons recover throughout the day, and if not, then I hope you're able to conserve your energy, save your spoons, and that tomorrow is a higher spoon day for you. I'm from New England. What did I miss? I missed something. Alan, I always see you like say something back to people who are trolling or something, and I'm like, wait, but what did they say? I want to know what the tea is, but I can never see it. I can never find it. Okay. I'm waiting for it to load again. Oh wait, there's more people voting. Oh no, there's more votes. It was a sign for you to come in. Hello and welcome. Okay, I'm trying this again. The lighter one was the first one. So the first one, the lighter one, the second one, second one, second one, second one, first one. Someone said blue. I don't know which one is blue. I guess this one's blue. So that's 5 versus 3. I'm gonna go with this one. You want to be able to cook for your mom on Sunday? Oh yes, it's Mother's Day. That's gonna be so sweet. I need to do something for Mother's Day. That was aggressive. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do for my mom for Mother's Day. I'm not gonna be there with her in person, so. Ooh, wait, okay. I need to make her a card and send it to her in the mail. Hopefully she'll get it by Mother's Day. If not, I can like take a video of it. Ta-da! Put the hair away. I'll leave it out because I did do it for this live. Oh no, I messed it up a little bit already. That's okay. Shh, we're just not gonna talk about that. There you go. Now you can't tell that it's been messed up. Oh no, wait, that floof isn't good either. It is nice and hydrated. I took a shower, shampoo, conditioner. That way I won't have to wash it for the rest of the week. And then I used Cantu. Honestly, so I prefer the scent of the men's one. This is the men's one. And it smells so much nicer in my personal opinion compared to the women's one. But also, I don't know if the formula is really different, but that formula works a lot better for me than the female one. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Might look into it, might try to figure it out. Got it. I love this thing so much. Like, look at that. Look at that. Ah, so happy. Oh wait, can I put it onto the container? For some reason, having my arm up like that just makes me so nauseous. I still don't know what it is, but so nauseous. What do I want for dinner? Not your wifey, but tonight I'll probably have some leftover. I ordered chicken tikka masala yesterday, and I ordered way too much food. It came with a side of rice, and I was like, I also want some garlic naan because it's delicious. I didn't eat any of the rice. I ate half of the naan and like half of the curry, and there's so much left, but that's fine. That just means that my dinner for tonight is already set, taken care of. That's like one nice thing, like that's part of my vaccination prep. I have leftover food from yesterday. I'm gonna buy some more frozen meals for today, and then if my home health aide has time, maybe she'll help me make something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't need that. I do need to get more microwave meals though. I need more mac and cheese. I love those Annie mac and cheese cups. They're so convenient and so yummy. I still haven't eaten breakfast either, so I also need to figure out what to eat for breakfast. Thank you, thank you. These actually aren't braids. These are twists. Not that it really matters, but twisty boys, they're a lot easier to put in than braids. Braids are too complicated. I'm actually gonna make some oatmeal really, really quickly. I guess I can take you guys with me. Take me to a river, float me down a stream, dance with me through puddles as the tides come crashing in. I wanna sail across the ocean, or maybe just sitting by a pond that can take my breath away. Cause it's a beautiful world with so much to see, and with the sun in the sky I know that I'll be happy. And all the birds in the air and the clouds from the clouds floating by, won't you join me outside so we can pass the time in this world? This world, this beautiful world. I wanna hike up some mountains or maybe a small hill. God, I wanna hike up some mountains or maybe a small hill. Strolling through a valley that could be pretty chill. I wanna prance through a meadow or dance across a field. Climb a real tall tree so that I can see the world. Cause it's a beautiful world with so much to see, and with the sun in the sky I know that I'll be happy. And all the birds in the air and the clouds floating by, I want you to join me outside so we can pass the time in this world. Such a beautiful world that we live in. That's one of my life hacks. I leave all of my dirty dishes, not dirty dishes, sorry, these are all clean. I leave all of my clean dishes in the dishwasher so that way I don't have to like reach up. Because if you look, like this is my cabinet, and this is like where all of the dishes go, and that doesn't really work for me. This is why I don't really cook or eat. Like before, when I was a lot more ambulatory, this worked fine for me, because if I needed to cook or do anything, I could just stand up and grab it because standing was easy. But now I can't. What's the name of that song? I haven't named it yet. I'm still working on it. It's not finished either. But it's a song about my favorite things. Wait, hold on. What's the cause it's always gonna be a reason to smile, even if you've been sad for a real long while. Cause there's puppies and kittens that are just being born, and if you don't like those, well, there's a whole lot more. Cause there are. If you don't like kittens or puppies, like, what about kangaroos? Do you like kangaroos? Kangaroos are cute. They keep sliding away. Hello. I forget to eat all the time. Nomad, I'm sorry. It happens. It's okay though. It's okay. It's funny. So like I've learned within the last year that I'm autistic, and apparently it is not that uncommon for autistic individuals to forget to eat. So I feel a lot better about the fact that I forget that basic human function, because I'm not alone in it.